Alright you guys, so I have the froe in the vise. I'm just going to trim along this line I have drawn that matches up with this gouge that's right here. Let me take this out. So that's the gouge I'm talking about, and then that green line there is the line I'm going to be cutting this down to. Alright, I got these wedges on there because it by itself doesn't sit flushing to the vise. I take both of those, squeeze it down in there, and now there's no wobble. So I'm going to get in there, trim this out. I have a cutting wheel on right now, trim it out, and then we'll go from there.
Let's put this on charge. Alright, let me go find another battery.
Alright, so I was able to find one with my work stuff that is actually fully charged. So apparently I gotta break out all the chargers and get them all going again. But we'll continue with this now. Now we'll trade this out for a grinder and we'll go from there. But you can kind of tell in there how hand forged it was because it's not even all the way through there. Some places are thicker than others, especially right there where my fingers are pinching. There's a thicker section compared to like down here. So pretty cool. So what we'll do is let that cool down for a minute, and then I will take and get all that paint off. With that. Alright, so we're going to take some 100 grit sandpaper, just going to get that rust and that paint off of there. You can see, well, this side's a different color, but we'll get all that off there. We're just gonna use that 100 grit sandpaper to do that. You can see we're taking it off little by little. Those high spots are getting it a lot more than those sunken spots and dented spots. But we'll continue working on this, both sides, and then we'll oil it up for a little bit and see what else we can't take off, and then we'll take and grind a new edge onto this, all right? I might have to get a wire wheel to get down into some of those rusted out areas that are below the surface and really get in there and get the rest of that off there. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna put a coat of oil on it, see what else I can get to come off of it with the rust, and then we'll get into putting another edge on this. So all I'm doing is putting that oil in there, making sure it gets into all the little nooks and crannies, making sure both sides are done well. Just like that. And I'll let that sit on there for a little bit, kind of like what we did with the auger. Let it sit in there, do its work, and then we'll wipe it off. And we'll go from there. Alright, so now that we have the head finished, right, next we're going to work on a handle, because where did I set the old one? Here it is. This is the old one. So I have a piece of walnut here that I'm using. I don't have anything better than the walnut at the moment, but yeah, so pretty much I just debarked it. It's about 18 inches, maybe 20 inches overall length, and sits in place just like that. Don't need much handle. 4 froe, and let's go see how well this does now. All right, you guys. So we just got done refurbishing the froe. So sorry about the wind if you're picking that up. This is a new mic that we're using to be able to get better shots like we got right now. All right. So we got it built, or not built, but refurbished, and so now we're just gonna probably have to work on those angles a little bit more. Pop the handle out. The thing that's great about using a froe, and it works better when you have bigger material. Oh, let's get this down there a little bit deeper. Now, there we go. We can just leverage like that and pry it down. There we go. Yeah, we'll have to sharpen that up a little bit better, work those angles a little bit more. And then, yeah, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. And, yeah, we'll get those angles done. Probably have a little bit easier of a time cutting and going from there with it. But I'm happy with where we're at with it. But yeah. There's the froe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. God bless.